Um, hey everyone. Um, yeah, I have been crying and everything. Uh, Yesterday, I had a tragic loss. Um, I lost my father yesterday morning at 7 a.m. Um, we were just talking hours. Just hours. About what he was going to do this weekend. He said he was going to go and he was going to go to the trade show. I was going to go to Comic-Con. He was going to try to figure out a way how to get to the trade show and then get me to the Comic-Con. And just hours before his passing, I showed him my dress I made. He was so proud of it. He said, "Honey, that's a beautiful dress." Yesterday morning was the worst ordeal I ever went through. Before his passing, I was in a dead sleep. I had taken a sleeping pill, and when I take one, I'm dead, literally dead to the world. I can't hear Jack. But I was able to hear his cry. He must have been calling for me for a while, because by the time I got to me, he was out of breath. And he said he tried his nebulizer, and it wasn't working. So I said, Dad, try your inhaler. He tried the inhaler, still nothing. He hit it 4 times, and his hands started drawing inward and started violently shaking. When I seen that much, I knew he was losing more oxygen. He checked his O2 stats. His heart rate was over 100 some beats. His O2 was at 70, which is very dangerous for anyone at any age to be that low. And I said, Dad, I'm calling 911. He started mumbling, and that man never mumbles at all. Not even mumble. One of he was saying I couldn't even make out. It wasn't my father talking. I didn't know who that was talking to me. I called 911. He had 3 tables. He had 2 this way, and then he had 1 this way. Well, 2 minutes into the call, I'd say, I don't even know exactly how long I was on the phone. I heard a loud thud. God awful thud. Because I had just turned my back when I heard it. And I ran over, and I have been able to pick my father up. He has been over, and I've picked the man up. I lifted him up to sit in his chair. No problem. No, not this time. I clawed at his shoulders. I pulled. I could not get him to move. He wasn't moving. He wasn't breathing. So I told the dispatcher that. She said, okay. She said, is there any way you can get him on the floor? I said, no. I said, there's no way. I said, there's literally no way. I said, I'm not strong enough to lift the man. I'm not strong enough to even pick him up, lean him back in his chair. I even went to his head. And I've always been able to move his head, no problem. Even if he was dozed off, I was able to reposition. I couldn't. And I felt he was cold. He had already gotten cold. So I walked off to see if the first responders were close by. She said they were getting there. And I heard a gasp, real loud gasp, and then all of a sudden it just went just 3 short, and after that I never heard nothing else after that. There was no more. EMTs came in, they talked about trying to get a stretcher where they could, and they said that they immediately needed to get him on the ground where they had to from to work on him. So they said, "Can we get you back there?" I said, "Yes." And there's no steps. I said, "There's never been steps there." So when I jumped out, well, they grabbed my dad's feet, and the ones inside grabbed his arms, and they lifted him out onto the ground in my backyard. They kept people coming in and out, talking to me and stuff. Wouldn't let me step outside. Burke County Sheriff showed up. Burke County Sheriff Deputy. And he comes in, talks to me. Asking questions about my dad's health and everything. I told him what was wrong with him. My father had congenital heart failure. He had 3 different types of arrhythmia on top of it, so that didn't help. And so a call comes in. And he's like, "Oh, I wouldn't ignore that one." And another one came in after that one. And it was asking for a shortened name. And he said, "No, we don't need that. We need a medical examiner here." As soon as I heard those 2 words, "we need a medical examiner," I knew exactly what they were talking about. He had passed. He is like slow motion in real life. I mean, he just slowly turned around, looked at me, and he says, "I'm sorry for your loss." And it's hard. It really is. That's we have plans for next year. We was going to do Lucy Murphy from Z Nation next year. We have been planning this for a long time. I told myself, I said, one day you're going to do Murphy with me. And I said, "I don't care how it looks." I said, "As long as you're my Murphy." And my dad said, he said, "Oh yeah." He said, "I sure will play Murphy." He said, "I love Murphy." And I said, "You know it." And I said, "I love Lucy." And so we figured it would be the perfect daddy-daughter cosplay to do. And now I'm not going to get that opportunity. He was one of my biggest supporters that I ever had. He was there with the guy I was dating at the time. They all both were there, but I won my first win. My dad, I got a picture of my dad smiling ear to ear. And he ran a website, so he paid a piece, and my daughter just won her first cosplay contest. I'm so proud of her. Even on his emails, his signature was about me. And before he passed, hours before he passed, we were talking about, I showed him the my dress was done and everything. And yeah, I was so happy to go to Comic-Con. He's like, "Well, I'm going to miss you at the train show." He loved trains. He was the guru of trains. See, you told him a little bit of a description of a train. He knew what train you were talking about. Who the company was, how old it was, what year it was made, if there was any alterations. I mean, this man knew it. And but the worst thing is you're not prepared when you go to the funeral home. You're not prepared for how much it's going to cost to bury someone. Right now, I got a fundraiser going to help with my father's funeral expenses. Whatever's left over is going to go towards getting some bills caught up that's needed right now. So I'll leave the information down where you can actually find the page if you want to help with the funding. My dad was a veteran. He never fought in the Vietnam War, but he was drafted during the time of the Vietnam War. So, he proudly served 3.5 years. I'm very proud of him serving as long as he did. I mean, I'm not going to put him down for not serving any longer. I mean, he found out years later he had bipolar. But, yeah, and I will admit, we had our ups and downs for years. I don't know how many years, literally. But in the last few years, it's gotten better, a lot better, and we quit fighting as much. And the last words to him was, "Thank you, Dad, for the sleeping pill. I love you. I'm going to go to bed now." These were the last words he heard. Besides me asking for his help. If he used his name. No, I can't even know what I was talking about after that. It's just hard. I mean, I finally cried today. I'm still in the same clothes I had on yesterday morning, literally. I haven't changed. I haven't worked on my hair yet. I haven't worked on nothing yet. But as my dad would want, I'm still going to Comic-Con. Because I said I can't be here where he died inside. I can't. I can barely tolerate being here. Because his room was just down the hall from mine. So every time I walk down the hall, I see. Every time I look around from home, walk behind my videos. Or we're walking over to the fridge getting a drink, wait till I'm done with the videos. I always say, "I'm sorry for walking by." There's this little quirks because it's not the same as furry babies have really been wondering where he is. They've been looking for him. They've been crying. And I look at him. They understand what's going on. I keep them laughing. He's not coming back. He's not coming back for me. He's not coming back for you. He's gone. And it's the hardest I have to keep telling everybody. This is the hardest thing I've ever had to do this for a parent, for a relative, for a friend. It's hard, especially when you're having to go to the funeral home. Sitting there, picking out. How you want it done, if you want them buried in the ground, if you want them cremated. It's hard. It's really hard that I have to make those choices. But I'm gonna try to have fun like he always wanted me to do. Even when he's in the hospital, he's like, "You ain't got some done yet?" I said, "No, Daddy." I said, "I just start a little bit on." He never discouraged me not to go. He always said, "If you get away, you go. No matter, you go." He said, "You deserve to go." So tomorrow's cosplay will be dedicated to him. I know he's me watching over me while I'm there. It's just not going to be the same. I only hope I see tomorrow. And I'm this red face. Literally, red face right now. But I'll see y'all tomorrow. Please stop by, get pictures with me, talk to me. I just need some normal sleep for a day. Love y'all.